welcome back to my channel. Please like, comment and subscribe. Thank you. These are the materials that we're going to be making use of. I'm making for two, actually, for a 4-year-old girl and for a girl around 2, a baby girl around 2. So I'm going to be using my pop cap. We call it pop cap, but I've seen it on YouTube. They call it peel box, but they call it pop cap around my area. I'm going to be using Alice band for the 4-year-old girl. Yes. So for the 2-year-old girl, I'm going to be making use of let's say this elastic. Now even for this elastic, I will still be reducing it a little, because when I calculated it, it's around 15 inches and the girl's head, let's say, is around 17 inches. So imagine I'm using elastic of 15 inches, it will still not make any difference. So I'll be trimming it a little so that it will be fit perfectly on the girl's head. Now I'm going to make use of our pipe crinoline. So it's one of what we're going to be to design our flower. I have 2 here because they it's for 2 children, and then we are going to make use of our thread and our needle. Now the very first thing I want to do is I want to work with my pipe crinoline. So I bought 3 yards, but I cut it into 2, and so I have 1.5 for each girl. So I'm going to be cutting out 16 inches in 3 places. I've cut out 6. I'll be using 3 for each fascinator for the girls, and I'll be working on the first one just now. And so just basically how you make your normal crinoline bows. I have videos up on my YouTube channel where I have posted about making bows for fascinators. Normal, it's maybe, I think I've done 3-inch, and I've also done the 6-inch crinoline too. So this is just what you're basically going to be doing. So I'm going to look for the middle, and for pipe cloning does not fray as much as your normal 6-inch or your normal 3-inch. So I'm just going to take it like this and take it like so too. This is what I did. I took it, I looked for the center, for the midpoint. Now for somebody that is not a starter, this is just a very long process, but for starters, this makes your work look accurate. So I take it like so for the first one, and for the second one I bring it back, I bring it like this to make the perfect bow. So I'm going to be using my thread and needle to do what, to tack it down. So the 16 inches, like I was actually about 15 inches. So now my crinoline is not as long as our boat is. So I'm actually exactly on the shoulder, I'm really this measure doesn't happen. So today was like 16 inches. So now I'm going to be doing this for this other one too. Now this is the last one that we're going to be doing, and this is just basically how I did the first 2 that I'm going to be doing it. So this is what we have after we are done with the bow. So I'm going to be doing this also for these 3, but I'm not going to be showing you that on camera since I've done it. I'm doing exactly the same thing for it. So the next thing I want to be doing right now is I want to attach my rubber, my elastic, to my fascinator. And just like I said before, I'm going to be trimming off a little because the girl is around 2 years old, and there is really no reason to use something as big as this. I wanted to buy the normal elastic cord that they sell, but my vendor does not have, so I had to go for this. So I'm going to be cutting it off, like just so. If there's another way you can do it, but this is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be cutting it off. I'll cut out this part as well. Now let me see what we have after cutting it out. This is around 14 inches. So I'm going to be cutting out, I'm going to be trimming out, let's say, one like ½ inch more. So by the time I sew it now, we are going to be having, this is 13.5 here, because when I measured it was 14, so this is 13.5. By the time I sew it together with, let's say, ½ inch on both sides, we are going to be having like 12.5. This is what we have. I'm going to be sewing this place flat. This our where we sew together, I'm going to be sewing them flat on the body of the rubber itself. So I'll go to this other side too. I will sew it down. So can you see, it's still going to, the girl will still be able to use it. So after sewing it down, the next thing I want to do is I want to put this, attach it on it like so. So I'm just going to, for this one, there's really no this thing. I'm just going to be attaching it in the middle of the fascinator. Now I want to tell you something. Now this is I can actually use this for it. Assuming I actually have white or black, I would have actually preferred, can you see, this is very soft on the head. Now this is a nylon headband. If I've not dropped a video on it, by the time I'm posting this video, I'll soon drop a video of how you can actually make your own nylon headband at home. And this is one of the things that I cut out. So I would have actually preferred to use this for it, because this is actually very soft, very soft. But I don't have the black, and this just looks weird on it. And I'm not sure the person would like it. She would prefer, the client, she would prefer me using black instead of using is this cotton color? I don't know. Is it brown or beige? I don't know. So let's get back to our video. So I'm just going to be tacking this. So now that I'm sure that this is what we have. We've attached our elastic. The next thing we're going to be doing is we are going to be attaching this. So because the fascinator will be facing this place, it's going to be facing this big side. This is, it has a big side, that's the small side. The fascinator will be facing this side. This is the front of the fascinator. I'm going to be attaching the, is this rose? No, the bow that we made to the back. Yeah, like so. For this one, you can still afford to work like far from each other, because you are still going to use something to cover it. But for the inside, you can't afford to do that. So this is what we have after sewing it together. So I actually changed the location of the crinoline. I didn't put it at the back again. I put it towards the top side of the fascinator. So the next thing we're going to be doing now is we're going to be attaching our flower to our fascinator. And you know how we do it. I'm going to be applying my gum on it like so. It's actually safe to use the nozzle, but the nozzle can be slow for me at times. So I'm going to attach it on it like so, and I'm going to allow it dampen a little, just as I usually see before putting it. Now this is what we have. I want to show you guys, I'm done with the other fascinator. This one is just like the regular fascinator. The difference is the elastic that we used, because it is for a child of around 2 years old or less, but this is for a 4-year-old girl, so I can actually use my Alice band. So this is what we have. I'm done with that. Now for this, I'm just going to allow it dampen a little, dry a little before attaching it. Just, you know the reason, just like I usually say, so that it will not make a mess of our project, because the gum, if it's still running like this, can just smear everywhere. Now the gum is damping a little. Can you see it's not as runny as before? I'm just going to take it like so and press it onto my bowl. Press it very well onto my bowl, and I will allow it stay a little on the fascinator. When it's a little bit dry on the fascinator as well, I'm going to still press it more. It's not for anything, just to ensure that it stays well. Now for this part, I'm going to be applying this is this a rose, so that no part of our work will show. This is what I have right here. It is a little bit dry, it is damping, and I'm just going to be applying it on it like so. And voila, our fascinator for the baby is ready to use. Now the only thing left in this fascinator is to cover up our work, and just as I usually say, I use a soft pulley and I cut it out with my zigzag scissors, and I use it to cover it. The same thing I'm going to do for this one. I'm going to cover this place with my soft pulley cut out with my zigzag scissors. So thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe and share. See you in my next video. Bye bye.